dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke, and I welcome you all to the MCGM's virtual classroom. My dear students, today in Standard 7's History, we'll be learning the topic conflict with the Mughals, and this lesson, which we have already started, and in the first part of this topic, we people learnt about the Shaiste Khan's invasion, the Surat campaign, Jai Singh's invasion, then the Agra visit and escape. And now, in today's part, we are going to discuss about the offensive against Mughals, coronation, the campaign of the south. So today's first point is on the offensive against Mughals. So immediately after returning from Agra, Maharaj did not want any conflict with the Mughals, and that's why here you can see immediately after returning from Agra, Maharaj did not want any conflict with the Mughals. However, he wanted to recapture the forts and territories given to the Mughals as per the Purandar Treaty. About this treaty we have learnt in Purandar Treaty. Shivaji Maharaj gave forts to the Mughals, and now after returning back from the Agra, it was his first objective to return or recapture the forts and territories given to the Mughals. And for this, he prepared a comprehensive, bold plan. It was his strategy to capture the forts by sending a well-equipped army on the one hand, and on the other hand, to keep the Mughals unstable by invading the territories of the Deccan under their control. Now here try to understand this, the bold plan of Shivaji Maharaj. वापस आने के बाद उन्होंने प्लान किया. वो प्लान ये था कि पुरंदर ट्रीटी में जितने भी किले उनको दिए हैं वो वापस लेना. उसके लिए एक साइड में अपने सोल्जर्स को वेल इक्विप्ड करके वो किले लाने के लिए भेजना, और दूसरी बाजू में मुगल्स की जो जगह है उस पर अटैक करके उन्हें वहाँ पर बिजी रखना बाय इन्वेडिंग द टेरिटरीज ऑफ द डेक्कन अंडर देयर कंट्रोल. इससे क्या होगा, वो अनस्टेबल हो जाएंगे और जो किले दिए हैं वो जीतना आसान हो जाएगा. एंड दैट्स व्हाई महाराज अटैक्ड मुगल टेरिटरीज ऑफ अहमदनगर एंड जुन्नर. He attacked and then he recaptured several forts such as Sinhagad, Purandar, Lohagad, Mahuli, Karnala and Rohida one after the other. एक एक करके उन्होंने एक एक किला वापस ले लिया. Then Maharaj attacked Surat for a second time. We learned about his attack on Surat for the first time. Now here he attacked Surat for a second time, and while returning from Surat, he fought a great battle with the Mughals at Wani Dindori in Nashik district. There Maharaj defeated the Mughal Sardar Daud Khan in the great battle. After that, Moropan Pingle captured Trimbakgarh near Nasik, and thus Shivaji Maharaj was successful in what? In the offensive that he had launched against the Mughals. Sardars such as Tanaji Malusare, Moropan Pingle, Prataprao Gujar, etc. made a valuable contribution in this offensive. अलग अलग सरदारों ने अलग अलग किले लड़े और वो जीतकर फिर से स्वराज में उन्हें लाया. कृष्णाजी अनंत सभासद. This name, Krishnaji Anant Sabhasad, a contemporary chronicler, thus described this campaign. What he wrote? He, means Shivaji Maharaj, took as many as 27 forts in 4 months. Just think about this. And earned a great reputation for himself. ट्रीएटी में जितने किले दिए थे उससे थोड़े बहुत ज़्यादा, 27 ऑल टुगेदर, उन्होंने 4 महीने में ही वापस ले लिए. नाउ द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, कोरोनेशन. The founding of the Maratha Swaraj involved a relentless struggle for over 30 years. Just think about the period. Struggle for over 30 years, and Maharaj realized that now it was necessary for the Swaraj to win general recognition as a sovereign independent state. And for this, a formal coronation was necessary on 6th June 1674. He had himself coronated at Raigad by Gaga Bhatt, a learned Pandit, and this was very big thing for Shivaji Maharaj and also for the wrath of the Swaraj. After this coronation, shortly after this, on 24th September 1674, Shivaji Maharaj had his second coronation performed under the guidance of Nishchal Puri Gosavi. Now two names here, Gaga Bhatt in the first one and in second one Nishchal Puri Gosavi. There were two traditions of religious ceremonies in India, Vedic and Tantric. So the first coronation was as per the Vedic trend or Vedic ceremony was that, Vedic tradition type, and then in the second one which was like Tantric ceremony. Maharaj honored both the traditions and had two coronation ceremonies performed. Maharaj ascended the throne of Swaraj and he now became Chhatrapati of the Swaraj. The coronation of Shivaji Maharaj was a revolutionary event in the history of medieval India. Now you people already learned about Shivaji Maharaj history in 4th standard also. तो उसमें भी हमने देखा है और यहाँ पर भी हमने देखा है कि एक छोटे से किले के साथ शिवाजी महाराज ने ये स्ट्रगल शुरू किया और फाइनली एक बड़ा स्वराज खड़ा कर दिया, फिर कोरोनेशन हुआ. दैट्स व्हाई इट वाज नॉट अ सिंपल थिंग. इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द मेडिवल हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया, देन द coronation of Shivaji Maharaj was a revolutionary event. And while explaining the importance of this event, Sabhasad, a contemporary chronicler, writes it was no mean achievement for a Maratha king to become such a great Chhatrapati. And then as a symbol, here you can see, as a symbol of sovereignty, the Rajyabhishek Shaka, the coronation era, was started. Maharaj became the founder of a new era by starting Rajyabhishek Shaka. On the occasion of the coronation, special coins were minted. A gold coin called Hone, जो gold coin start किया उसे Hone कहा गया. A gold coin called Hone and a copper coin called Shivrai with the legend Sri Raja Shiv Chhatrapati inscribed on them. Then the next point, thereafter all royal correspondence, that is Rajpatra, carried the words Kshatriya Kulavantas Sri Raja Shiv Chhatrapati. A dictionary showing Sanskrit alternatives for Persian words was prepared. It is known as Rajya Vyavhar Kosh. So after coronation also, Shivaji Maharaj made different things for the betterment of the people, and not only for the people but in the field of culture and language also. Then the campaign of the South. 3 years after coronation, in October 1677, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj undertook a campaign of the South, and for that he went to Golconda. There he called on the Qutub Shah. He entered into a treaty of friendship with him. So after coronation, फिर से शिवाजी महाराज ने पॉलिटिक्स में और कई जगहों पर अपने टेरिटरी को बढ़ाने के लिए फ्रेंडशिप करना स्टार्ट कर दिया. इन दैट This Golconda visit was very important. Later, Maharaj owned Bengaluru, Hoskote in Karnataka, Jinji in Vellore, etc. Forts in today's Tamil Nadu and some other territories of Adil Shahi. So at the same time, he was fighting with the Mughals and Adil Shahi also. And by this, हम इससे अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हैं कि स्वराज की टेरिटरी कहाँ कहाँ तक गई थी. फिर बेंगलुरु है, कर्नाटक है, जिंजी है, तमिलनाडु है. He appointed Raghunath Narayan Hanmante, the chief administrator, to look after these conquered territories. Now the next one, Venkoji, the half brother of Shivaji Maharaj, was then ruling at Tanjore. Shivaji Maharaj tried to get him to participate in the activities of the Swaraj. After Venkoji Raje, the rulers of Tanjore encouraged art and learning. Venkoji Raje, the rulers of Tanjore encouraged art and learning, and the Saraswati Mahal library there is world famous. So in this campaign of the south, Maharaj had annexed the fort of Jinji in Tamil Nadu. Jinji in Tamil Nadu, and this proved to be of great importance in later years. When the Mughal emperor stayed put in Maharashtra to destroy Swaraj, the then Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj had to leave Maharashtra for reasons of safety, and at that time he took shelter in this southern fort of Jinji and ran the administration of Swaraj from there. So by this we can understand the vision of Shivaji Maharaj. Try to understand this thing. जिंजी शिवाजी महाराज ने तमिलनाडु में एक किला जीत लिया, और ये आगे चल के इम्पोर्टेंट हुआ क्योंकि जब शिवाजी महाराज के बाद मुगल एम्पायर ने महाराष्ट्र को डिस्ट्रॉय किया, स्वराज को डिस्ट्रॉय किया, तब छत्रपति राजाराम महाराज जो शिवाजी महाराज के बेटे थे वो यहाँ से जाकर तमिलनाडु में जिंजी में रहे और वहाँ से उन्होंने पूरे स्वराज का कारभार चलाया. Soon after the victorious campaign of the south, Shivaji Maharaj passed away on Raigad on 3rd April 1680. His death at the age of 50 was a great loss for Swaraj, and great era came to an end. Now, in the history of medieval India, or we are studying about the history of Shivaji Maharaj, number of kings were there, number of kingdoms were there, but if we talk about the qualities, about the skill, about the character, and about the kindness for the people or for the common people, then we find Shivaji Maharaj unique in all other kings, or only one among all other kings. Now here in the history, we learnt about the sources of history, India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj, and in that we learnt about invasion from the northwest, then Sultanate in the north, the kingdom of the Vijayanagar, in that then Krishna Dev Rai, the Bahamani kingdom, Mahmud Gawan, and how Mughal power started, or the Babur, who was the founder of Mughal power. Then Maharana Pratap, Rani Durgavati, Aurangzeb, conflicts with the Ahms, conflict with the Sikhs, conflict with the Rajputs, conflict with the Marathas. And in the third chapter, religious synthesis, we discussed about many religious movements and about the many sons like Sant Kabir, and the movements in the different parts of our country like Mahanubhav Panth and the Sufi sect or the Guru Nanak. Then in the fourth one, Maharashtra before the times of Shivaji Maharaj, in that we learnt about the conditions of the common people of Maharashtra and the nature of agriculture or the administrative system of Maharashtra in that village, that is Mauja, Kasba, Pargana, the work of Wakari movement in Maharashtra, and in that we especially talked about the Sant Namdev, Sant Jnaneshwar, Sant Eknath, Sant Tukaram, and altogether the work of sons, and then how inspiration for independence during foreign rule, Shivaji Maharaj, who is considered to be a visionary of Swaraj, was on the forefront. And then we learned the journey of Shivaji Maharaj from a single fort towards the coronation or towards the Swaraj. So, in the foundation of the Swaraj, we learnt about the role of Shahaji Raje and Veer Mata Jizabai in building or in guiding the Swaraj. Then Shivaji's companions and associates, then the royal seal of Shivaji Maharaj, its meaning, then towards the establishment of Swaraj, the capture of Zavli, defeat of Afzal Khan, the expedition of Siddhi Zohar. And in our today's topic, conflict with the Mughals, we learned about Shaista Khan's invasion, the Surat campaign, Jai Singh's invasion, Agra visit and escape. These points we learned in the first part of this topic, and now today in the second part we discussed about on the offensive against Mughals, coronation and the campaign of the south, and at last the death of Shivaji Maharaj at the age of 50, which was a great loss for Swaraj, great loss for Maharashtra, great loss for nation, and great loss for the wrath of the Swaraj. With the death of Shivaji Maharaj, a great era came to an end. Now in the next chapter we people will discuss about the administration of the Swaraj and how Shivaji Maharaj was an ideal ruler in the medieval history of India, and in that chapter we'll discuss about the policies and the schemes of Shivaji Maharaj for the people. Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications. So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.